Everybody, hello and welcome to Visual Communication and Media. My name is Adam Roseski. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. I hope everybody's having a great week. Welcome to the course and welcome to the last course before Christmas. It's your term 2 for Fall 2024, and I'll be happy to welcome you. And I'm going to be your teacher for the next 5.5 weeks. And you're probably wondering as you're taking this course, you're like, well, visual communication, I know visuals and images, and why am I here? Because I know how to communicate visually. Well, surprisingly enough, you'll start to realize that there's meaning behind symbols, signs, imagery, and how people design images to elicit specific responses and convince or show people different communication tactics through engagement or persuasion or ethical situations or even perceptual concepts. And this is what this class is going to do. It's really going to divide things, and probably you're thinking like, well, I want to be a nurse, or I want to be an electrician or anything, or certain areas that you don't need to understand visuals and design, but you'll be surprised that charts need to be easily read, bills, different written documents that have to come through and people have to easily read them. And not only that, maybe some type of program that you have to teach somebody to use. They all matter, and those images matter to really understand the communication that goes behind it. And I'm going to help you learn how to analyze images and visuals and how you can make things easier for yourself or for maybe some other people as you work with them down the road, and how you can apply these techniques to really showcase communication visually. And that's what really it's going to matter. So, just a little bit of background about me. I started all sorts of jobs after I left Penn State and got my associate's degree. I ended up tearing my knee out before I got to the pros in hockey. But I was a competitive gamer. Played a lot of games and was in tournaments for esports was really big, especially with like multiple MMO games like World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars The Old Republic, and Galaxies. Played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Gran Turismo. I did a lot of driving simulators. But then I wanted to learn how to make video games and really be a part of the industry and somehow. And so I got my bachelor's in entertainment business, and I double mastered in project management and game design. Worked for a ton of games, game companies, GP Games, Activision, EA, Gearbox, Wasteland, and then I did some time with the Air Force doing simulation work as a director of project management, and really gone over. I've worked on over 40, that's actually probably around 50 games, so I've bounced around. But I've used visuals in all my work and imagery and communication tactics. So I have a lot of experience doing design work and how it really applies and what you can do even further with it. So let's get a little bit of an insight of some of the assignments that you're going to be working on and how to go about it from there. So we have different types of assignments. We have discussions. Initial posts are always due on Tuesday. Reply posts due on Saturday. Final day that all work has to be turned in is December 13th, which is a Friday. So that'll be the last day of the course. The only difference is for discussions, except the week 1, both your initial posts and your reply posts are going to be on Saturday for both. Now, I'm very particular with discussions, and I like them thorough, so I like at least 4 to 5 sentences a piece for each paragraph, and I'd like at least 2 paragraphs per post. So you should have 4 paragraphs for me, 2 for your initial post, 2 for your reply post. I just don't want like 1-sentence answers that really doesn't give detail, because we do a lot of analytical work, and that really matters to me. Now, we also have written assignments, and a lot of them are going to be analysis of visuals and how they're utilized in specific scenarios. Those are always going to be due on Sunday, except for the last day, which will be December 13th on Friday. Now, we always have live lectures, and this one I'm pretty strict about when it comes to it because it's tied to your attendance. They're always going to be on Tuesday each week, and they'll always take place at 6 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Central, except for Week 1. Week 1 will be on Thursday this week, and that's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central. That will be taking place on Thursday night. And it's going to cover a lot of elements in how I want the lectures to be done. Again, though, I know people have busy schedules and they might not be able to make it, but what happens if you miss a lecture? I'll always have recordings, and usually the recording will be later that night or the next day in the morning, so you should have it pretty close, and that's big. So, but I don't do late points with these assignments. They're pass or fail, so you have to turn them in on Sundays, and it's part of my syllabus and my structure. So please make sure you turn in your live lectures that week, because if it's not, then it ties to your attendance, and then you get a 0, and it also affects your attendance as well. So please make sure you turn in your live lectures each week, and during lecture, I'm going to go over it on how to finish them and do them correctly, so that way you know what's going on. And then other than that, just some class expectations. 5% of the grade each day it's late. Once it hits 7 days, it becomes an automatic 0. We do a lot of analysis within our discussion posts, and we give a lot of feedback and constructive criticism. So I'd like you just to be courteous and respectful, but also be thorough on your discussions. Don't just give me one-sentence answers. I want to see at least 2 full paragraphs of work, about 8 to 10 sentences total, 4 to 5 for each paragraph on each post. So you should see about 4 paragraphs total. But you're going to understand why and how the things that are matter. But I want you to put in the effort and really showcase it, because we're looking at visuals, we're looking at designs, we're taking a look at a lot of different things. There's no tests, it's just mostly written assignments and discussions. But I want you to take a look at this and really see what you can do and have some fun with this. And I just have 2 rules: just discover and have fun, and I hope you learned something from this course. And that's what really matters with me. But other than that, that's all I got. I'll go over the assignments during lecture and the lecture assignments as well. I'll get a little bit more in depth on what the class and what you need from this. But other than that, I'm really excited to have y'all here. It's going to be a fantastic quarter and a fantastic term, and it's really going to end well. But again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help you out, and I'm very communicative with everything. You should hear from me within 24 hours of anything. But other than that, I'm going to go over everything during lecture on Thursday, but thank you for being awesome. Y'all are amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in class, and take it easy. Hope you have a great week. Hope to see you soon on Thursday. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.